Hi, this is Rick from DuraCoat, and today we're going to be using DuraFil Surface Filler. It comes in an aerosol can or liquid form. What DuraFil does is fills scratches, pits on wood, metal, and plastic. The first step of DuraFil would be to disassemble the firearm. Now we have the firearm disassembled, and now we move to step 2, which would be degreasing. We're going to use DuraCoat True Strip, which comes in an aerosol form or a liquid form. The liquid form would be for more greasy or oily parts, and I'd probably soak them overnight. And today we're going to use the aerosol can. Start by shaking it up, and you want to give it a good layer. Make sure you get into all the nooks and crannies. And you're going to want to do this to every part that you have. You can't over degrease, you just got to get every little part. And as you see on the rag here, a lot of debris coming out. I'd probably soak this one. And then you would wipe it down with a rag, or shop air works good too. Okay, now that we got it degreased, we're gonna go to step 3, which would be sanding with like a Scotch Brite pad, or what I got here is 600 grit sanding paper. Ideally, if you have a sandblaster, you can certainly sandblast it. And I'd sandblast with 120 grit aluminum oxide. And as you see, I started sanding. You're gonna want to get on it a little bit here. Make sure all, as you see, it's turning orange. And it's pretty rusty. And you're gonna want to sand all the parts. Okay, now that we got things degreased and sanded here, we're gonna move on to step 4, which is applying the DuraFil. And we also have that in a aerosol can and a liquid. And today we're gonna be using the aerosol can. There is hardener in this can. As you see, there's a plunger on the bottom of the can. You'd simply take the red cap off, place it on the bottom of the can, press firmly, and you release the hardener. You shake it until you hear the ball rolling in there. There she goes. For about 3 minutes. And then we are ready to spray. All right. Now we are ready to spray. You do not want to spray over things like serial numbers or any markings that you like to keep. And then when we spray, you would spray in nice thin layers. If you got bigger pits, then you would just spray a little bit more on there. At this point, it doesn't matter if it's all pretty or whatever, because we're gonna sand it back down later. And of course, don't forget your respirator. Okay, now that we let our DuraFil dry for about 3.5 to 4 hours, time to do some sanding. I got the Scotch Brite pad, 600 grit, and I like to use a block on the flat surfaces so everything comes out nice and straight. Get all the nice grooves there, and then give it a good sanding. And now all you do is just wipe off the dust or blow it off. Then we can move on to the DuraCoat.